Assalamu alaikum, brother. Thank you for writing to our live session. As I understand your situation, you've had psychiatric illness for about 22 years now. You are on medication. You're on an antidepressant, one or more, for the past 12 years. And you say that you had a broken marriage, so I think that you have an ex-wife, that you're divorced. However, you say that now you're happily married and you have a nice wife and 2 children. The problem that you're running into is that you stated that for only 40 days of your life you prayed regularly. And you're finding a lot of inconsistencies in the interpretation of Islam that you couldn't agree with, the things that the local imams say. And so you started studying the translated version of the Quran, the authentic one, and you started praying alone. You stated that this eased most of your pain, but you feel different from many orthodox Muslims. And you don't agree with all that they say. And you tend to stick with the Quran and the spirit of the Quran, right? Rather than taking the imams literally for what they say. And you're also saying that, when you pray, sometimes it takes up to 45 minutes just to complete 2 rakas, but you feel confident and you live your life productively. And so this makes you feel good. So, brother, I'm not an Islamic scholar, okay? So I can only give you advices that are related to the basics, right? So basically, what didn't work for you before is working for you now and makes you feel good. And it is from the Quran, and it's in the spirit of the Quran, and I'm thinking probably the Sunnah as well, from our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. So I can advise to please keep doing what you're doing, right? You're praying. And if you're following the Quran and you're following the Sunnah and how to pray and all that, right? You're probably praying correctly. It's just taking you longer, and that's okay. Possibly it'll be easier and faster moving forward, right? But if you're starting out with, 1 prayer, 2 prayers now that are taking a while to do, that's okay. But inshallah, try to build up to the 5 prayers a day that we're supposed to do, right? And I know that a lot of guilt is associated with not praying regularly. And yes, we should pray regularly. But I would like you to at least, maybe make a list of the times that you're praying, make a goal to pray. If you're praying 2 times a day, for a week, make the goal to pray 3 times the following week. And keep doing that until you're comfortable, and then build up to 4 and then our 5, right? And sometimes that's easier for people who've not been praying regularly than trying to do all 5 at one time. And yes, we are supposed to do our 5 salat every day, as you know. But being that, things may be difficult for you because of the depression and the psychiatric illness, please know that Allah understands, right? And Allah is closer to us than anything. And He knows what you're struggling with. He knows what you're going through. He knows, of course, that you have a psychiatric illness, and Allah is most merciful and forgiving. So as long as what you're doing is based on the Quran and based on it is based on the Sunnah, and with authentic hadith, of course, you should be okay. But please do try to work up to 5 a day. Please do consult with the Ask Our Scholars section for a more foundational response to this. And also, I do not recommend getting rid of the medications. Sometimes when people start to feel good, they think they don't need their medication anymore, right? But a lot of times, people are starting to feel good is because of the medication. So when they go off it, they kind of relapse. So if you do really, truly want to get off of it, I would kindly suggest that you do speak with your doctor, your psychiatrist about it, and he could be the best determinant of that, of getting off your medications. But personally, I do not, think that you should do that right now, and I think that you should talk to your psychiatrist about it. So, brother, I hope that some of this has helped, and inshallah, please, keep striving to make your prayers, and please feel good about making your prayers, because that's our lifeline, that's our rope to Allah. We wish you the best.